So what is up, Africana fam? Going straight into this video. I already have my wig cap already down and molded onto my head. I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve a flawless install at home, so keep on watching. This hair is sponsored from ISEE Hair. This is their crown series, and this is how the hair comes packaged inside this box, as well as these goodies inside. I have a wig cap, some lashes. I also have a baby hair comb with the glue side to smear down the glue as well, and then last but not least, a grid hider for your lace, you guys. So I'm going to be using my Ericka J Hold Me Down adhesive system for today's install, and right now we're going to go ahead and prep our skin and our hairline. I'm going to be using 91% alcohol and with a cotton pad, and I'm going to wipe down the area for any makeup that I have from when I was, applying it on my wig cap. So I like to go around this area twice just to make sure that there's no oils or dirts or any type of makeup on my hairline. You want to make sure it's nice and clean. So right now I'll be going into my Ericka J Hold Me Down Watermelon Skin Guard. I'm going to spray that around my hairline, and this is how the wig comes. It comes with 3 combs in the front and 1 in the back, and right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting off that excess lace in the back of the wig because we do not need it at all. You want to make sure that it's nice and flawless. I'm just cutting that off with my shears. And now I'm going to go ahead and just put on the wig, and I like to snap on that back comb to the back of my braids, and that is how I, conceal the back of my wigs, you guys. So right now what I'm going to go ahead and do is start measuring my head, making sure that the frontal fits from ear to ear. And you want to make sure that you do that. You want to make sure that it's not too short or too long, and if it is too long, we're going to cut it off. And as you guys can see, this wig fits perfectly on my head. So I'm only cutting off some lace, and that's about it. I'm not cutting off any excess hair, so this wig fits perfectly. And I do wear a 23.5 circumference wig. I got a big head, y'all. So I went ahead and cut some slits into the hair, into the lace, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my Ericka J Hold Me Down adhesive glue, and I'm going to go ahead and do 2 layers. Now if you want a very long lasting install and you do sweat a lot, I would suggest for you to use 3 to 4 layers, but right now I'm only going to be using 2 just because I'm not going to be having it on for so long. And now I'll be using the baby hair comb that ISEE Hair provided, and I'm going to use that part to smear down the glue. And you want to make sure that you're smearing it down, and also too that the width of the glue is about 1 inch. So if you guys can see that the width of the glue is kind of wide from like my wig cap to like a bit of my skin. And I just like to stay as close to my hairline as possible. I don't like to go over, just because again I want the wig to mimic my hairline. So I just like to end there so I'm not putting excess glue on my skin. And I forgot to tell you guys the specs of this hair. This is a 13x4 HD lace wig, and it is in 26 inches, and this is their Brazilian straight. So I just went ahead and did the first layer, and I let it dry completely clear before I went into my second layer. And I'm just doing the same thing that I did for my first layer. I'm just going to go ahead and use that little piece to smear down that glue. You want to make sure that it's nice and flat and there's no bumps or lumps in your glue, you guys. So y'all, let me put y'all on to some tea about this glue, y'all. Y'all already know I've been using this glue for the longest. Granted, this was sent to me to review, but I've been using this glue, you guys. And this glue is the bomb diggity. I only used 2 layers, and I feel like the glue actually got stronger. I don't know if it's just me, but it really stuck down, you guys. Like, you feel the tightness. Like, I still feel the tightness on my head right now, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning, okay? This glue is the business, y'all. I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all better go ahead and cop some. I'm gonna leave all the glue information down below in my description box for you guys to purchase, especially for Black Friday. So go ahead and get yourself some Ericka J Hold Me Down adhesive to hold you down, all right. But now I'm going to go ahead, after my second layer is clear, I'm going to go ahead and start placing my wig. And you want to make sure that you place your wig in front of the glue. Not on the glue, but in front of the glue. And I like to do this just because you just want to make sure that you don't make any mistakes in regards of like putting the lace behind the glue, because cleaning up glue is not fun at all. So I ensure that it is nice and snug. I start from the middle first and then go side to side in regards of placing the lace down into the glue, just so everything is nice and stretched and there's no air bubbles or lumps or bumps. Because I'm working with HD lace, it's easy for it to fold and to ripple. So just make sure that you're not tugging too tight, but also too that you know, nothing's loose. So after I kind of pat down the lace into the glue, I'm gonna go ahead and use my rat tail comb and just smear that lace into the glue so it is nice and secure, you guys. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and use my eyebrow razor, and I'm gonna start in the middle section first. And I like to cut in a jagged motion when it comes to cutting my lace so that there is no line of demarcation of how the lace is looking on my head. You wanna make sure that you're cutting kind of like in a zigzag type of motion when you are using the eyebrow razor. And the eyebrow razor is easy to achieve it because you kind of just, you know, just cutting jaggedly. So again, I start in the middle and then I go to the sides and I do that. And now onto the detailing. So what I like to do is I like to lift up my lace a little bit, you know, just to see where the excess lace is laying at. And I kind of, you know, outline the perimeter of where the lace ends at. And again, I'm going to use 2 layers of glue as well, just the same as like I did on my hairline, just so that it is nice and snug. And to be honest, 2 layers would do the job, you guys. But if you're looking for, again, that long lasting type of, you know, install, go for 3 to 4 layers, you guys. So again, I just like to use the middle piece of my rat tail comb just to, you know, trace out the perimeter of my lace. I let that dry clear, and then I smear it down with my comb teeth, and I just like, you know, push the lace into the glue. And I like to just do this all around the perimeter, just so all the lace is nice and secure. Again, you do not want any lace lifting at all. So it's either you glue it down or you cut it off, y'all. Pick one, but I like to glue it down. And if it's too much or too close to my eyebrows, then I go ahead and just cut off a little bit of lace. And again, just using my teeth of my comb, I'm just gonna go ahead and just press the lace into the glue. Alright, y'all, so onto the fun part, the baby hairs, y'all. You know your girl love her baby hairs. So right now I'm just taking my rat tail comb and I'm carving out just the very front part of the frontal hairline for my baby hairs. I'm going for like a medium type of baby hair, like not too dramatic but not too subtle as well either. Now to have these hairs tamed, I like to go in with my hot comb and I'm using it on the hottest setting. So the hottest setting for me is 20. I'm just going to go ahead and press out not only the baby hairs but also my hairline. And to slick my hairline back a little bit more, because I am doing a slick back style, I'll be using my Ericka wax stick and I'm applying that just on the root of the front of my hairline that is not baby hairs. And the hot comb alone just gives it a huge difference. Like you guys just see, like it was looking like Elvis Presley at one point, but now it's looking like a slick back diva. It's giving Cleopatra, it's giving I don't even know if it's Cleopatra had a slick back, y'all, but that's besides the point. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. It just looks slick, all right? Now, to further melt this lace, you guys, this is very, very important, all right? I like to use my spritz. This is the Fantasia spritz, and this is the, I think, like the strongest hold. Yeah, this is the strongest hold. And I spray that all over my hairline. And now I'm going to go in with my elastic band, and I'm going to tie that around my hairline and make sure it's nice and snug and tight. And I'm going to leave that on for 15 minutes or until dry. Now that my 15 minutes is up, we're going to go ahead and take off that elastic band. Do you guys see that beautiful melt? Hold on. We're going to give a little close up real quick, okay? Y'all see that hairline? It's giving, that's my hair. Like, it grew from me. This came from the womb, all right? Like, but yeah, y'all see that melt, y'all. But now onto the baby hairs again, but this time for real. I'm gonna go ahead and use my eyebrow razor, and I'm going to cut the baby hairs about like an inch long. I'd rather you go a bit longer and cut it than for you to cut it too short. So about an inch long is like, I guess, like the ideal length. And I'm going in with my, this is an Amazon brand flat iron, by the way, you guys. I think it's like 3/4 of an inch. It's called T-Vix. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the Ericka baby hair method. I'm gonna curl the baby hairs upwards as if like I'm doing like a pixie type style, and just, you know, curling it upwards. And I'm gonna do that all around the perimeter. And this is like the easy way, or like the cheat sheet of, you know, when people don't really know how to do baby hairs, y'all. But onto the baby hairs and laying them down now, because we're not going to leave it like this. I'm going to go into my Ericka Fluff stuff, and this is actually my first time using this. And y'all, this stuff is the truth, okay? Like, first of all, it was hard for me to comb it out, which is actually a good thing, you know? I know that it has like a hold, but when you comb it out, it's still very soft, y'all. And it also doesn't lift your lace as well too, so that's also plus. It's alcohol free. So go ahead and get you guys some Fluff stuff. That was my first time using it, and it's bomb. Now I'm just using the comb side of the baby hair comb, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just swoop my baby hairs. Now that I'm done with my baby hairs, on to the styling of the hair. Now I'm going for like the slick back with, like, you know, these little antenna type bangs, you guys. So I'm just carving out my antennas. I'm like pretty much doing it from like near the temple to temple, you know. So I'm just carving it out. You want to make sure that they're the same size and one is not thicker than the other, because that's a no-go. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And now I'm going to go ahead and start carving out where exactly I want to part my hair for my little slick back ponytail. And I'm doing that on each side. And I kind of use like my baby hairs as like, you know, reference of where exactly, you know, is like I'm supposed to part at. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb. I'm just going to, you know, slick that back. Make sure it's nice and flat, because you want it to be nice and flat. And I also use the Fluff stuff to kind of help me, you know, just form the ponytail so it's nice and flat. And I'm just demonstrating to you guys how I did it. This wasn't like the final outcome because I had to do this like 10 million times. I was so upset. I was going to sacrifice this style to do another hairstyle because I was so fed up. But you know, I was like, you know, perseverance. And God came through, you know, always, you know, G-O-D all the way. Came all through all the way, y'all. I can't even speak right now. Like, I was so tight. But then that last time, like, you know, God pushed through and he did that for me, y'all. So yeah, I'm just demonstrating how I did it. As you guys can see, I look a little upset, but look at how that look, y'all. It looks so good. And now it's time to restyle our baby hairs because we were not going to leave them crunchy. Y'all would have thought I would have left them crunchy. Oh no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not my forte. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm going to go ahead and comb out my baby hairs with my rat tail comb. I'm just going to kind of like, you know, form them to how they're supposed to be and also trim them if needed be. And as you guys can see, I trimmed the middle ones. The middle ones is actually the only ones I trimmed. The rest of them I left alone. And yeah, you're just going to see me play around with it. Alright, but now on to the curling of the hair. I just use my Marcel iron. This is my Hot Tools Marcel iron. And this is the 1-inch one. And I am just going to curl just the bottom of the hair because that was the kind of look I was going for. Just like the curled bottoms. And it was so cute. And last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and just trim our antennas with my eyebrow razor. Want to make sure that each side is the same length. As you guys can see, the face is beat, hunty, to the gods. But yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Marcel iron again, and I'm gonna curl inwards. Usually we'll curl outwards, but today I was feeling a little funky, a little fresh. I want to do something different, so we curled inwards, like towards our face, which is very dangerous for a Marcel iron. But we moved, and I did burn myself, but on my hand. But we moved. We alive. We still good. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Want to make sure you hold the curl in your hand a bit. And boom, like look at how cute that is, y'all. It's like little front tendrils, y'all. It's definitely vibing. It's definitely a vibe. And after I'm done playing around with it, I'm just going to show you guys some little side profiles, y'all. It is looking great and just beautiful, y'all. It actually came out better than I expected it to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. Give me a thumbs up if you are feeling this video so that this video could get out to the rest of the world. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Later.